Welcome to the Smoke That Thunders Off Air. It's your host, the Juravi Award winner, Sean Magavu, and I'm joined by a beautiful guest all the way from London, UK. Her name is Advone.
Hello.
And I understand you're a woman, my apologies, who wears many badges. You're a content creator, you also are a fitness person. Can you tell us what came first, fitness or you being a content creator?
Fitness. I think fitness has always been a part of my life. And I think both, as you know, women and men from like a young age, we're told to have particular body images. And I think the whole point of me creating Melior Fit was to create a sustainable way in which women can create a body and a lifestyle that works for them so they can love their body in their own image, not what society is telling you.
And what was the specific event or the specific day when you're like, I'm going to be a fitness trainer?
It was in the summer of June 2019. And it's interesting because when it started, I just thought, I want to create a CV that's interesting for when I apply to law firms. But that's when I say health has always been a part of me, because even from 15, I saw that there was a time I stopped eating so I could be as thin as possible. And I was obsessed with just remaining a size 6, remaining a size 8, to the point where my mom was threatening to take me to hospital, right? And then as you know, I grew up and I started gaining weight. I'm like, is this right? Is this wrong? Will people like me like this? And then that's when I said, no. Let's create a system in which you can be healthy, you can do things that work, but also at the core of it, I want you to be in love with who you are. Because what I also saw when I trained women, and what I love is, I always ask people to take starting pictures, right? So we can see your progress, your front view, your side view, and your back. And what you'll see is with the starting pictures, people's shoulders, they're often slumped, their skin's a bit dull. And towards the end of 8 weeks or 12 weeks, you see that posture's improved, there's a glow, and that's because there's an inner confidence in you. And I think if you can't be confident in yourself as an individual, how can you now be confident when a partner is trying to tell you you're beautiful, or I love you, or I love the way you look? Because deep down, you're not satisfied. And that's what I want to fix.
So basically, love yourself before you can be loved.
Yes.
And one thing I love about your business or your organization is you debunk the myth of one size fits all.
Yeah.
In every country there is what we call the average poster girl. In Africa it's probably someone of a thicker build. In Europe it's basically you have to be pencil thin. But you want to break that, and which leads me to the next question, because you're talking about the relationships you have with your clients. You are from a law background. My dad was a lawyer, and I know the most important thing in law is you have to be ruthless. It's business. You might have a relationship with your client, but it's your client. It's not a friend. Do you carry the same rules when it comes to your business?
I absolutely do not, actually. And I think that's because for me, with Melior Fit, it's never been about scaling and dominating the world. If that's God's vision, perfect, great. But I think something that someone once told me is you have no idea what impact you make on people. So if I can impact one person and that's what the purpose is, that's fine, because it will lead through, you have no idea what God's plan is for you and your life. And with Melior Fit, the purpose has always been to help create a better tomorrow, a better image, and a better future. So if through me helping your relationship helps you create an ideal family, system, situation, helps you support someone else, I'm happy. And that's why a lot of my friends actually, clients did turn into friends. And I think that's great. Of course, you do have to maintain professional courtesy, always 100%, confidence and privacy. But above all, I want to know you. And that's the only way you can maintain a relationship. I'm not here just for your money or just to get you to a goal. Melior Fit is a lifestyle. So I will check it and I need to know that you're okay.
So it's a very personal relationship.
Yeah.
Which I find amazing, because it's very hard to find a lawyer with such a big heart. They're usually very ruthless, they're usually very distant. And today in Poland, you're speaking at an event by 40 Sana. What is one message you carried in the event that you'd want to take to our viewers?
I think 40 Sana is such a beautiful cause, because like we've been saying, it trumps all notions of what health is, what health should look like. And it's also saying, come with your pain, let's hear it, and let's create a solution together. And I think if there's one thing that I want to take away, or have taken away so far, is that you're never alone. So come as you are and meet people who want to see you as you are.
Oh, fantastic. And the next question is on how emotionally expensive your work is. Because you have to, like you said, you have to invest in the relationship. So how do you then take care of yourself when you have to be emotionally and mentally and physically available for your clients?
It is difficult, I think, especially, if you are in the fitness industry. When I first started, there was a lot of comparison, I guess, internally. You think, do I look the part? Because fitness it's a visual industry. If you don't look good, why would anyone want advice from you? But then at the same time, my whole business is, hold on, fitness shouldn't have a one take image. You shouldn't have to have piercing abs or, like you said, a fantastic thick build to be fit. It's more so, I want to see how are you doing physically, spiritually, and mentally. And I think it's about knowing where you can take rest, knowing when to take a pause. So with Melia Fit, there's times where I do take a hiatus and I say, okay, I'm not training at this moment in time because I need to focus on myself, because I can't bring the best support if I'm not in a good place. And I think that's why with Melia Fit, I'm not too worried at this point in time about scaling or being very big. There might come a point in time where I say, okay, we need to take this all the way. And then my answer may change.
Oh, okay. So we'll see then.
We'll see.
Yes, time will tell. And my next question is a bit more general, because there's a study that says, does self-esteem result in bad physical health, or bad physical health results in low self-esteem? Like, what comes first?
What comes first?
Yeah. So in your opinion and in your experience, what would you answer?
It's kind of like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
I would say, I think this would be quite, diplomatic, but it really depends on the person. What I will say though is I have seen that when people feel good about their physical image, their self-esteem also follows. There's multiple factors that have influenced your self-esteem, your environment, your living standards, the quality of your life, the foods that you eat, which I'd mentioned. But when you actively take care of those things, you do see a higher rate in self-esteem, which also shows, and the research has shown that it can lead to better job progression because you're more confident, you're more willing to put yourself out there, to socialize. And it can also, I know this is at the very extremes, but malnutrition does also lead to poverty, and it can get you in cycles that are difficult to break. So yeah. So
it's like that toxic boyfriend you should never have. For like a better term. And all right, thank you so much, Advone. This has been quite informative. And thank you so much for your wonderful presentation.
Oh, thank you.
I love the aspect of you getting the audience involved, which is really, really fun. And yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, no, thank you for having me.
It's been an absolute pleasure.